as we continue to honor and pay tribute to the outstanding artists of this country, today we jump, we sing, and we break away to the music of guys like Inspector, Ajamu, the Black Wizard. On the playing field, we always enjoy the outstanding sportsman or cricketer Junior Murray, footballer Steve Mark, Chenny Joseph, and others. But one must always remember that there's always a past, and there are persons of yesteryear who have made a solid foundation for us to enjoy the talents we enjoy today. One such person alive today, but not enjoying the very best of health. Undoubtedly, he's one of the most outstanding Calypsonians ever to take a stage here in Grenada. He laid the foundation, and we always should remember this outstanding Calypsonian. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we'd like to pay tribute to Mr. THEO, Papitette, Redhead.
I ain't going to no courthouse. I ain't going to no church. For the priest and the lawyer does know your business too much. Yes, the priest and the lawyer, my friends, this is really true. The blinking priest and the blinking lawyer, they know more bad word than you. That was a verse from Papitette. There are some childhood memories that grow and magnify themselves into adulthood. Sometimes independent of the true magnitude of the event or personality in question they represent, they are larger than life and coated in fantasy. For many young Grenadians growing up in St. George's in 1960 and 70s, such a person as Theolophus Redhead, better known as the mighty Papitette. Today, Papitette is a very sick man, surrounded by photos of yesteryear and a family that loves him. He sits and looks through the occasional visitor into the past. Alzheimer's disease, which permanently damages the brain of the unfortunate or much older citizens, has bowled the unplayable one, THEO Redhead, and unfortunately, so early in the innings, he was 60 last year. Papitette started singing calypso way back in 1950, when the credit union movement was just beginning developing in Grenada. The first big year, though, was in 1960, when Maggie erupted on the scene. In 1964, he sang a calypso called The Fortunate and Unfortunate Schoolboy, and he was announced then that even if he was for rhythm, he was also deeply in contact with our social woes. He won his first crown with that song, and The Fortunate and Unfortunate Schoolboy would lead off a generation of protest calypso right into 1970. You would remember the Bouncy Road March, Monica Kawe. It was by now hit after hit, each capturing the lingo of our people through his brilliant communicator, who had by now mastered the art of synchronizing his short jumpy chorus with the very basic calypso melodies. In 1967, he sang Teresa, confirmed that he was the road march king of Grenada, and left for England. There he found work with the Royal Post Office, but too much coal, too much mail, and too little calypso was too much for all Grenadians merrymakers. He returned to the Spice Isle in 1970, and in 1971 he sang the unforgettable Don't Bite It. He had lost a thing in the coal of England. If anything had happened, he had gotten better. In 1974, his Grenada Isle of Spice, a beautiful calypso laced with simple but strong patriotic sentiment, was sung as a tribute to Grenada's independence. In 1975, Papitette composed and sang his best calypso, a great Grenadian contributor to the art form, Where Janice Gone. In Janice, he described the hilarious scenario of having to get married on Carnival Monday. The groom arrived in the church, drunk of course, and Janice cannot be found. The verse searches and tells his woes. The chorus eventually find her in a band, jumping up with a man. Papitette. Today, it is sad for me to see Papitette in his present state, knowing that so much creativity came from his brain. The cost of his treatment is exorbitantly high for his family. More so when after many years of major cricket, he was unceremoniously fired in 1981. He does not receive a pension. From a face that has once led with characteristic of laughter comes only a puzzled smile. His voice is gentle. The wussy touch is no longer there. His eyes blink, probably back to the March Girl lights. We must place honor where honor is due. Hail, King Papitette, the king of the road. And tonight we call upon his daughter, Sandra David, to come forward and receive the honor for her beloved father, the mighty Papitette, THEO, REDHEAD.
We'd like to pay tribute, ladies and gentlemen, to one of our very outstanding artists and sportsmen, Mr. THEO Papitette REDHEAD, and we call upon his daughter, Sandra Baptiste, to come forward to receive the award from the Minister of Culture. And ladies and gentlemen, as we make this presentation to Papitette, we'd like to let you know that today, Papitette alive, and he is celebrating his 61st birthday. We'd like to wish Mr. THEO Papitette REDHEAD a very happy birthday and thank him so very much for his contribution to Calypso in Grenada, for his contribution to sport in Grenada and the Windward Islands. We call upon his daughter to receive the award from the Honorable Minister of Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, right now Papitette is in New York. Let's put our hands together for Mr. THEO Papitette REDHEAD, Teresa, Where Janice Gone, and much, much more.